Another great weekend is right around the corner, and it's never too late to start planning. Even on a Monday, you know how we do it. We like to talk about the weekend on Monday. So this Saturday in South Beach, the Lincoln Center will be completely transformed into a den of rock and roll.
I don't know if you said that with enough attitude. Do you want to try it again?
Do you want to do it for me?
Den of rock and roll.
There we go.
There it is. The New World Symphony Orchestra will be performing music by GNR, Guns N' Roses, Led Zeppelin, and The Doors, among others, giving a rock twist to their annual holiday event. But that is not all that is special about this performance.
Oh, no.
Oh, no. Live from the SFL, Eugene Ramirez is rocking out in South Beach with more, aren't you?
Yeah, that's right. By the way, I like your way of saying rock and roll a lot better than Kristen's. But anyway, take a look behind me. This is the other reason that this is very special. This is the Lincoln Theater, very historical building here on Lincoln Road in South Beach, and it's the home of the New World Symphony, but not for long. After almost 2 decades of calling this their home, the New World Symphony will be moving to a new home just a block north of here, which is great news for the locals, and this will be the kickoff to their last season ever at their historic Lincoln Theater home. Joining me this morning, we have Ben, one of the violists with the New World Symphony. How you doing?
Good, good. Good morning.
Now, tell me a little bit about yourself. You're a fellow here, so you get some scholarship money to just kind of continue doing what you do, right?
Yeah. We get time to practice and continue working on our art, and it's a fantastic program.
And I hear it's a very competitive program. Over 1,000 applicants for just 34 spots, something like that.
Well, there's 88 fellows, 87 or 88. I'm not even sure right now, but it's very competitive.
That's because he's so focused on the music, he's not even sure how bad it is, right?
Yeah, I just get it.
You know what? Why don't you do what you do? While you do that, I'm going to speak with Ellen and with Stacy over here. Give us a little glimpse of everything you do here with the New World Symphony. So why don't you go ahead and get started? I want to talk to these ladies because you ladies are getting ready for a very special event with other performers this weekend. We'll start over here with Stacy. Tell us a little bit about the Friends program and how that's helping to shape the future really for the New World Symphony.
It's a wonderful program that I had the pleasure of starting 5 years ago, along with 40 other wonderful, dynamic professionals such as Ellen. And the goal was to engage younger generations and give them access to classical music. Many young people in their 20s and 30s, they've never been to a symphony, and we really wanted to show them how beautiful the music was and how it would be great to be around hundreds of other young people, and going to the symphony would be the hip and cool thing to do.
And of course, how are you going to do that? We'll throw a little rock and roll in there. That's what you guys are doing this weekend. Ellen, tell us a little bit about Amped. It's happening this Saturday.
Yep, it's happening this Saturday at the Lincoln Theater. Amped is a journey through classics and rock and roll by the Fellows. We have some Led Zeppelin, we have some Guns N' Roses, and it's a great opportunity if you want to go on a date and do something very different on South Beach. You can see classical music, then there's a 2-hour party after with open bar.
Okay.
Open bar and nibbles, and there's another performance after with a DJ, and we have this whole multimedia installation going on too.
I love that. Stacy, you were telling me that you guys have somebody who has produced videos that goes with every single piece.
Yes, the New World Symphony is cutting edge, so for every piece of music performed, we have the art director, Gianfranco Bianchi, whose videos will be premiered. So while they're performing Popcorn Super Het Receiver that Johnny Greenwood, the lead guitarist of Radiohead, wrote, Gianfranco's going to have video to premiere with it. So that video is going to be happening like on VH1, music and video. Right. In addition to that, we're doing a video diary of the making of the show so that you'll get real inside access to the Fellows and how the music was made and why the music was chosen. And we'll show you some footage of rehearsal, so you'll see what it was like before and then live at the show.
That's a complete sensory experience is what it sounds like. You have visuals, you have music. Sounds great. It's happening this Saturday at the Lincoln Theater. Like I said, very important because this really kicks off the last season at the historic home here at the Lincoln Theater for the New World Symphony, because January 2011, you guys should be moving to that new building just a block away.
You know, you might have heard of that architect, Frank Gehry. Well, we're lucky enough to have had him design our new space, and what's so interesting is it's a glass wall, so the vision is to make classical music transparent, so for everybody walking by to just be able to see and hear what we're doing to promote classical music, to make it accessible, and to generate more excitement.
All right, sounds great. Thank you so much, guys. The Amped Rock Den, which is what this is going to be turned into. It's happening this Saturday. It's $50 if you're not a member of the Friends of the New World Symphony, but you know what? Become a member and it's free. Right.
Become a member and enjoy 8 events like this every year. We give you a lot for it, so call us and find out more.
Sounds great. Thank you so much, Stacy, Ellen, and of course, Ben. Check them out, guys.
Good morning. It's never too early to start planning the weekend, even on a Monday, right?
In fact, it's actually late to be planning next weekend, to be honest with you.
Well, the Lincoln Theater in South Beach is the place to be this Saturday when it's going to be completely transformed into a rock and roll den. Dang it, I didn't do it right
Try
again.
it again. Try it again.
A rock and roll den?
Oh, you gotta own it. Rock and roll, what up? Like that. That's what they're gonna do.
So I have him for it.
Yeah, the New World Symphony Orchestra is giving a rock twist to their annual holiday event by performing some Guns N' Roses, some Zeppelin, and the Doors, among others. But that's not the only thing that's special about this performance. Live from the SFL, Eugene Ramirez, the Minister of Rock and Roll, is in South Beach to tell us more.
Yeah, that's right, Dave. The Minister of Rock and Roll over here. No, these guys are the ones that are going to be rocking out this weekend. But let me tell you a little bit about what's going on here. This is the New World Symphony Orchestra, at least some of the members, of course. And you don't typically listen to them playing rock and roll music. You know, orchestras, you think more a classical thing. Well, this weekend, none of that. It's their holiday event, and you're not going to hear jingle bells either. It's all about rock, all about Led Zeppelin, all these great rock and roll bands coming to life at the Lincoln Theater, which is the building you see behind us. And what's really important and special about this is that this is actually going to be the kickoff to the last season ever at their historic home. They've been here at the Lincoln Theater for almost 2 decades, and hopefully by January 2011 they'll be moving into their new home, a beautiful Frank Gehry design building just a block away right here off of Lincoln Road on South Beach. So again, kicking off that last season here with a little bit of rock and roll. I have the musical director for this weekend's event, Nick, joining me this morning. Good morning.
Good morning.
Tell me a little bit. I'm doing great, thank you. Tell me a little bit about what you're doing this weekend. Why rock and roll and not your typical classical stuff?
Yeah, it's a little different. Basically, we're just trying to get people, like young people, involved in what we're doing. And we want to tell them and show them that we like the same music they like. We just play a little differently.
Yeah, play with a little classical instruments.
Yeah,
Still
exactly.
a little rock, right?
Yeah. So this piece we're going to play this morning is just a cover of an Aphex Twin song. We arranged it for a little different instrumentation, but it's just sort of classical, sort of rock, sort of dance, techno. We're just trying to appeal to people in the Miami area.
Yeah, and now tell me a little bit about these instruments, because I just learned that that's not a xylophone, that's actually a
vibraphone.
A vibraphone, that's
Yes.
interesting. Okay, what else are you guys using this morning?
We're using a drum set, electric bass, obviously, and bassoon.
All right, that's enough talking. You know what, why don't you guys hit it? While you do that, I'm going to talk to Stacy over here. So go ahead, guys, rock out for us this morning. This is the New World Symphony Orchestra, live this morning right in front of their historic home, the Lincoln Theater on South Beach. Like I said, kicking off their last season here, right before moving to their new Frank Gehry designed home, hopefully by January 2011. Joining me now, Stacy with the New World Symphony. Tell us a little bit about how special this home has been for you guys for nearly 2 decades.
It's been such a special journey, and to be a part of so many young musicians' careers, to be a launching pad for their careers. We have more than 700 of our alumni that have earned professional spots in orchestras and ensembles all around the world.
But it's time to move on to bigger, better things, a new building.
New building, a new home. We've outgrown our space, and the technology over there is going to be outstanding with recording capabilities, internet too, and a transparent space so that the public can see what we're all about.
That's fantastic. Let's talk about this weekend. You guys are going out, starting off this last season with a big bang, going with a little bit of rock and roll. Tell us about the Amped event that's going on Saturday.
The reason we chose Amp, not only because we're so excited about it and amped to go, but all these instruments have an electric component. So whereas over here, Ingrid's playing bassoon, it's plugged into an amp and it's an electric bassoon. So we're trying to just take it up a notch, make it really accessible to young people, show them that classical instrumentation can be really hip and interesting, and just open new windows for people to fall in love with the music.
We're talking about the Friends program. It's a program that you guys have designed to really encourage this music amongst younger audiences. How's that going? It's been 5 years in the making, right?
It's been a labor of love, and it's so wonderful to go into the theater and see the theater packed 700 seats with young people. It's young, it's hip, it's something fun to do, and it's a great access to culture and arts.
And this weekend it's all about rock and roll.
We are amped for the show, and you're going to see the Fellows in new and exciting ways, and I think anybody from any generation would love this music.
Right, thank you so much, Stacy. Guys, this is your last live look this morning at the New World Symphony Orchestra as they get ready to kick off their last season ever at their historic home, the Lincoln Theater on South Beach. Get your ticket to come out and check out that Amped show this Saturday. Kristen and Dave, back to you guys.
Eugene, it occurs to me they need a front man. Start singing, sir. Start singing.